Hey Mark, how are you doing? I guess if I should have known that it was sword collector and not word collector. Not exactly sure what a word collector does. Hey Keith, how are you doing this evening? I'm logged on a little early. Figured I'd just make sure that everything was going all right with the feed and stuff. Sometimes YouTube is a little persnickety, does not want to cooperate, so I thought I'd log on early and warm up properly with some 92 Fleer Ultra packs. So you're not going to call it tonight, Keith? You feel like you've already played that and kind of used that up? Or you're just going to wait for a specific break before you call that out again? That was pretty good, by the way. That was pretty darn good. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, Lee Smith is a Cardinal. Wow. Start to finish, huh, RJ? Well, that's some dedication right there, because we're going to go a while tonight. I've got the schedule. I think it's probably going to go for about 3.5 hours. So I hope you've got a cold beverage, RJ. Maybe a couple. Steve Buechele as a Pirate, very weird. Mike Maddox. I feel like we had the same exact pack earlier in this box. Yeah, Mark, I have a real bad habit of, well, no, I shouldn't say a bad habit, but if I've got time between breaks, I like to bust out some older packs just for the sheer entertainment of opening them. And a lot of it is 90s stuff that I liked back in the day. This is one of my favorite products, so I open a lot of it on the feed just for fun. Well, I'm glad you got a couple, RJ. At least you're properly prepared. Kevin Moss, one once Uber prospect who I'm sure literally hundreds of thousands of dollars was invested into his rookie cards in 1990. Didn't really amount to much, but is a legend in hobby folklore. BJ Surhoff in the proper uniform. Mickey Tettleman, or as I like to refer to him, the left-handed Rob Deere. Charlie Huff. Sam Horn, also a somewhat touted prospect in '88 in the Red Sox system. Mike Greenwell. Never felt like he got his due. He wasn't a big power guy during the Royd years, but hit for great average and could drive in 100 runs in a year. Felix Fermin, and the greatness of George Brett to close out the pack. How about that? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not a terrible pack. Good content. Reminds me that my trash can is on the wrong side of the room. So that's why I go through the warm-ups to make sure everything's in place. Now I've got to go get it. All right. Trash can is now in proper location. We'll move on to pack number 2. I guess at some point I should get the random set up for the sapphire break. I'll do that after this pack. I think we've still got... Yeah, sapphire is first, Mark. That's the first one up on the schedule. You can see it there in the right-hand corner. I try to keep to a pretty good schedule just because. Bob Welch, pretty outstanding pitcher from the 80s that didn't get his due. Hey, Stingray, how are you doing? Did you ever finish that Jeter stuff? Tim Raines. Darren Lewis. Jose Akendo, now longtime revered Cardinals bench coach. I didn't either, if it makes you feel any better. I didn't get it done. I think I got everything done, but I only ended up with like 5 or 6 of those gold frame signatures. I guess they were the toughest thing to pull out of that because everything else I pulled lots of. But that's all right. Once I saw the counts got so high, I kind of gave up, honestly. I thought the counts were going to be a little lower on that stuff, so I didn't want to sink that much coins into it. Lance Parrish is an angel. A little bizarre. Lonnie Smith. Robbie Thompson. Matt Noakes is a Yankee. It's kind of bizarre. Jamie Navarro, or I guess it's Jaime Navarro. Travis Fryman. Blackjack McDowell. And Mike Mussina with the rookie card stamp. Although this, I don't think 90, I think he had legitimate 91 rookie cards. I don't know. I should know, but I don't. I thought 91 was his actual rookie card year. Not his rookie year, but his rookie card year. Which in reality is the only thing I care about, it's the rookie card year. Not sure on that. Mike Mussina, who also, I don't know in recent years, but in past years, was an excellent through-the-mail signer, which was odd for a player of his somewhat elite status. It was kind of a weird thing. It was great, though. He'd sign, though, pretty regularly. All right, I guess I better get the random set before we get started. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend so far. Hey, did any of you get that Saharan dust cloud this week? That was nuts. It swept through here today. Like it was fine this morning, and then around noon, everything got real hazy. It was a little weird. You don't have a single card, Mark? They're pretty sharp. I don't know if you've seen them, but I mean, it's basically like it's essentially the equivalent of a cracked ice prism card. Same kind of refractor pattern. They look fantastic, though. They look great. You got 20 chances, and there's 32 cards in the box. All right, we've got a random set. If it makes you feel any better, Mark, I don't own a single one either. Although I've had lots of them pass through my hands. They look really nice. Even pulled a super a few boxes ago. That was pretty cool. Okay. Got the random set. Looks like we're about 2 minutes away from getting started. I guess this is the point in the program where I should mention that we've still got a few spots in our website breaks that are listed down there in the bottom. The optic basketball, clear cut hockey, and prism football. The triple threads is sold out though. Hey Woody, what's going on? Hey Fred, how are you doing this evening? We'll give it just another minute before we get started. I think I've got 45 minutes set aside for this, so that should be plenty of time. Just want to make sure everybody that's bought spots that wants to watch has enough time to open up the live stream. I don't know if you can ever have enough cards. I guess some people can. I guess that level is different for everybody. Sometimes you run into people and they might have 20 or 30,000 cards and they think that's too much. And then you run into somebody that's got 5 million and they're like, yeah, I'm trying to find some more. I've been in both of those scenarios. Hey, Bob. Maybe she logged on. Are you using a tablet? Do y'all share a tablet? Maybe she logged on to watch her favorite videos. Just a guess. I could be totally wrong, Bob. Good to see you, though. Thank you for joining us in the chat. Yeah, you did pretty good last week, Mark. You had a pretty big, as I recall when I was doing the mail, you had a pretty fat stack of cards. Hey, John, how are you doing? Good to see you. I assume that you're back to normal schedule after your staycation, or as normal as can be. Bob, I think your wife might have stolen your iPad. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. You ended up with that in the random. That's a nice card though. Really nice. Yeah, back to work. Never fun. Never fun. Well, alrighty. Looks like it's a couple minutes after the hour, so let's go ahead and get started with our 2019 Topps Chrome Sapphire Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 7. I know that there's quite a few folks who have not broken with us before that have bought into this break, so if you happen to be watching live and you have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them at some point during the break. Just like with all of our random player group breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times, and then we'll match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. I'm guessing you're pretty tired, Woody, if you fell asleep during the break. Either that or I need to do a better job of inflecting my vocal tones. I might sound like my junior year physics teacher, Mr. Dybe, who was the most monotone man I've ever met in my life. All right. Good luck, everybody. Once. Twice. 3 times. 4. And lucky number 5. And we've got Mr. Sports Cards 85 in the top spot. And we've got high 2194.00 in the last spot. So here's our list. I'm going to cut and paste this over to the right and sort by everyone's eBay IDs, and then we will scroll through said list before we open our box. If you happen to miss a player or a card or two that you happen to have, don't worry. Once everything is opened, I'll actually go back through the list and we'll see who got which cards. So if you hit in the break, you will definitely see it. And this is a super long list. I used to read the list. This product actually got me to the point where I stopped reading the list. I just scroll through them now. But this is the reason why I don't read them anymore. Because I think I would have lost my voice reading this. Or trying to anyway. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah, Mark, and I think that's really part of the appeal of this product in a roundabout way is if you pull a big rookie card, if you get Alonso or Tatis or, Jimenez or just any of the big rookie cards, like it means something because to hit one of those, you have to open 23 of these boxes, theoretically, and they're incredibly pricey. I know they weren't as pricey, obviously, when Topps sold them direct, but now especially. So if you get anything like that, they have some definite value. And even the parallels have value. You get one or two. You get one per box. Every now and then you'll see a second one in a box. And plus the cards, just the base cards themselves look awesome. And even those go for $3 or $4. It's just a very unique product that's handled outside of the traditional distributor channel. So that kind of adds a little different flavor to the secondary market positioning of it. Yeah, John, I feel like that was probably happening. And honestly, by the end of the night, after I do 3 or 4 breaks, I sounded like I'd smoked like 8 packs of cigarettes. It wasn't good. So now I just scroll. And I always recap at the end, so I figure if somebody hits, they're going to know it. And if somebody missed something, they can always rewind. If they're on the live feed, they can rewind, or if they're watching the video afterwards, they can always, it's pretty easy to fast forward to the beginning and scroll through this section real quick and see where since everybody's in alphabetical order, you can go down and see, okay, I got this player and that player. No, MRA Pirates, that's not a bad start. I guess I better get my sleeves ready. Paddock, that'd be a nice rookie card to have. He might. I don't know if he does, MRA. I think he does. I thought he had the Tatis. He might have all the four supers from this. He definitely enjoys the Sapphire, without question. I think it's nice that Phil enjoys cards. Kind of shines a little bit of a broader light on the hobby as a whole. Are you serious, Fred? I just now saw that. So you hit Tomei and Mo Vaughn in the Ultra Pack. That's pretty funny. That's good. That was a good pack. Yeah, it's some nice stuff. Obviously, it's something he enjoys in his retirement. This is like the list that never ends. Oh, really? Where are they racing at this week? Is it the Xfinity race or is it the Cup race? CJB, I go by the eBay name. It was up at the top. I passed it probably about 5 minutes ago. If you'll remind me when I get to the end, I'll scroll back up there real quick so you can see them before we start opening. But you are on the list. Sebatine. Is that how it's pronounced? I hope so. Pocono. Yikes. I have to say, of all of the NASCAR tracks that are on the circuit, and I don't count the road courses, for whatever reason, I've just never enjoyed watching races at Pocono. which is crazy because the area is beautiful. And I've actually been there a couple of times. I've never been to the track, but I've been through that area a couple of times, and it's just beautiful, beautiful part of the country. But can't stand the course at Poke. Just never have liked it. Yeah, and where they're downshifting going into the corner, I don't know about that. That seems a bit much. And that's just me though. No, RJ, it's not. Road course is not life. Not in NASCAR circles, sir. You can keep that for your 24-hour stuff, but not in NASCAR. Ovals, sir, ovals. Yeah, Woody, when I watched it a lot, I was kind of the same way. It was nice just to have it on the TV, even the road courses. So I totally get where you're coming from. RJ, man, F1, we're not. I don't think we're about the F1 life here, RJ. I mean, I get what you're saying, though. It technically, if you want to get technical, it's probably the highest level of auto racing in the world, and I get that. I'm not going to argue that by any means, but so they're doing a double header in Pocono. Well, they've got to make up races. So I know they've had a really odd schedule, so I never know what's going on. Yeah, those road courses, and they're going over those chicanes. Like, that can't be good. Something eventually is going to break. But I guess that's the beauty of most NASCAR tracks is they've all got a very distinct shape and size. And now I know some of the mile and a halves are cookie cutter. The Kansas track is boring as watching grass grow, in my opinion. The California Speedway is just, it in Michigan just seem boring as all get out. It seems like they're going to come down to gas mileage, and if you can play that game appropriately, but I prefer more of the unique southern tracks, Bristol, Martinsville, Darlington, that kind of thing. I've watched a lot of F1. I don't not like it. It just, I don't know. It seemed a bit much for my taste. And I grew up on stock car racing, so I think that's one of those things that whatever you grew up watching, that's what you kind of, even as an adult, gravitate towards. Wow, drag racing. Okay, well that's I've watched my fair share of NRHA. I grew up near the Bristol tracks, so I've seen my fair share of NASCAR races there, and I've also seen my fair share of NRHA races at the drag strip too. Bristol's such an interesting setup. years and years ago when I was in college, you can make a pretty penny just flipping tickets to the Bristol Cup races. Now, this was before it had expanded, before the seating expansion that took place. This was like in the mid-90s. So I think the capacity was about 85,000. And there was like a 10-year wait to get season tickets for the track. Good gracious, this list takes forever. Talladega scares me a little bit, Heath. And it's one of those things like you want to cap the speed because you don't want people flipping and dying, but then when you cap the speed, then the racing is boring and everybody's wound up in a tight pack, and if somebody gets a little bit out of line, then again you've got some terrible crash and people risking life and limb, and so it's kind of a, it's a double-edged sword, I guess. Alrighty, now that we've went through our list that never ended, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. There are our packs. Empty box. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs. Alrighty, pack number 1. Oh, we've got color in our first pack. First card is Trevor Williams. Like how the light hits that. Looks good. I might have a little bit too much light going. When I set them up a couple hours ago, the sky was overcast and now the sun's shining a little bit. Next card is Christian Yelich League Leaders. Nice picture in the old school Brewers uniform. And our parallel in this box is Salvador Perez Orange. And that is serial numbered 22 of 25. And our last card in the pack is Gary Sanchez. Heath, there is a lot of ways to enjoy cards nowadays, and it's probably a little different than from when you left it. But a lot of ways. Just depends on what you're into. A lot of people like to open packs. Some people build sets. They buy cards of their favorite player or team. Some folks buy spots and breaks. There's just all kinds of ways. Just depends on what you're into. Pack number 2. Eric Thames, or Thames. I never do know how to pronounce his name. He has on a real old school Milwaukee uniform. And our next card is Ronaldo Lopez. I swear I've pulled this guy in every box of this I've opened. I'm not sure why. Well, I think a lot of people find that, there's a fair amount of entertainment in it, and there's a certain fun factor to it. Ooh, Benetendi. How about that? And as you know, there's not a lot of card shops around today. Not as many as there were years ago. And I think that the live streams of breaks, I think that's kind of the new card shop, where if you'll notice, even in our humble little break, there's quite a few of us sitting here chatting, having a nice little conversation. And I kind of feel like that's the new card shop. Not that they're all went away, because they haven't. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way towards card shops. They're just not as plentiful as they were, let's say, 20, 25 years ago. And this is how technology has kind of helped rebolster the camaraderie of the hobby. And our last card is Xander Bogaerts. So we had some nice socks in that pack. We haven't had rain here all week, Woody. I'd like to have a little bit. I think it is, Heath. I mean, of course I'm biased because I do breaks, but I think it's a good time. I think it's a good way to congregate with other hobbyists and card people. People seem to enjoy it for sure. Ildemaro Vargas. Yosmero Petit. Rick Porcello. And then Orlando Arcia rounds out pack number 3. On to our next pack. Oh. Mark, hope you're still watching, sir. Cole Calhoun. And then Eric Fede. And then our next card is Nicky Delmonico. That's right, Mark. You do. It's actually one of the better rookie cards we've pulled out of this. Chris Paddock. For Mark. How about that? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. How about that? Excellent. On to pack number 5. And our first card is Josh Donaldson. Our next card is Pedro Baez. And then our next card is Taylor Davis. Right in mid-swing. And then the last card in the pack is Hunter Dozier. On to pack number 6. First card is Eric Lauer. And then our next card is Aaron Judge and Mike Stanton, the powerful pair. Our next card is Joey Votto. And then our last card in the pack is Salvador Perez. So whoever had Salvador Perez will get the base card and the orange parallel. Doubling up off of one spot. On to pack number 7. And our first card is Adam Engel. Well, that's a great photo, too. And in those 82 Sox throwback uniforms as well. Ooh, there's something purple in this pack. I don't know if it's another parallel or if it's the auto. And then Nick Tropanino, which I always mispronounce. But luckily you can see it on the screen so you know who I'm talking about. And then our next card is a Josh Hader purple parallel. Now you usually just get one parallel per box, but I felt like when we got the Perez in the first pack, I thought we might hit color again because we've done that in a previous box. And that is serial numbered 1 of 10. How about that? Yeah, he does kind of look like he's Velcroed on the wall. And our last card is David Mr. Freeze. Down to our last pack. And we haven't hit our auto yet. It's in there, though. Here, I'll show you how I know. There's 4 cards in that pack. You can kind of see that the stock on the edge on one of them is different. A little different there. That's the auto. The autos and the color parallels were printed before the main run was done. Carlos Carrasco. And our auto in our box is Cole Stewart. Nice signature, too. That young man has excellent penmanship. Somewhere, his 3rd grade teacher is extremely proud because they did an excellent job. Just saying. And then our next card is Willie Adames. And then our last card is Alex Bregman. Alrighty, so now that we've opened all of our packs, let's go back through our list and see who got what. I'm going to go ahead and do the Bregman since it's card number 700, and that goes to high 219400. Congrats on that. Our Willie Adamus goes to Heath Burns. How about that, Heath? Good, good, good. Congrats on that. Then our Carlos Carrasco goes to TJS Sports Cards. Congrats on that. And then our David Freeze goes to SoCal Bio 1203. Congrats. And then our Nick Trapanino goes to Bob's Cards and Coins. Congrats, Bob. Thanks for joining us this evening. Then our Adam Engel, where it does look like he's Velcroed to the outfield wall, goes to James Alt 0. Congrats on that. And then our Salvador Perez base and orange parallel, both go to Jamefin 49. Congrats on that. Doubling up. Then our Joey Votto goes to Murr 609. Congrats on that. And then our powerful pair Stanton and Judge goes to Joe Luca J 0. Congrats on that. Then our Eric Lauer goes to Joe Spio 43. Congrats. And then our Hunter Dozier goes to Daha 9602. Congrats on that, David. And then our Taylor Davis goes to Michael Criswell 8. Congrats on that. And then our Pedro Baez goes to P. Iglesias 20. Congrats on that. Then our Josh Donaldson goes to Fudial 53. Congratulations on that. I knew that was coming, Heath. And then our Chris Paddock goes to Comic Bust Card Sword Collector. Congrats on that. Not Word Collector, Sword Collector. Just so everybody's straight. Make sure we're clear on that. And then our Nicky Delmonico goes to Andwill 9033. Congrats on that. You have to buy your own trash can, Heath. Sorry. Shipping, I'd buy it for you, but the shipping is just crazy. And then our Eric Fetty goes to James Alt 0. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then the Cole Calhoun goes to Mr. Sports Cards 85. Congrats. Doubling up. And then our Orlando Orcia is the card right above. That goes to Rob Mile 8342. Congrats on that. And then our Rick Porcello goes to Cliche 7576. Congratulations on that. And then our Yosemir Pettit, or Petite, I'll say Pettit, goes to Homeworks 5. Congrats on that. And then our Ildemaro Vargas goes to High 219400, doubling up. Congrats. And our Xander Bogarts goes to High 219400. Third card. Congrats on that. And then our Andrew Benatendi goes to High 219400. Killing it. Congrats on that. And our Ronaldo Lopez goes to Homeworks 5. Doubling up. Congrats. And our Eric Thames goes to James Finn 49. Doubling up. Got a lot of folks doubling up in this one this evening. Our Gary Sanchez goes to DeLost Dodds. Congratulations on that. Then our Christian Yelich League Leader card goes to Painter Boy 11-9. Congrats on that. And then our Trevor Williams goes to High 219400. My goodness, I think that's 5 from this one. Outstanding. And then our Josh Hader Purple Parallel, serial numbered 1 of 10, goes to Mr. Smith's Good Things. And I don't know what the end of that is, but congrats. You got the Hader Purple Parallel. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to scroll down to my little cheat sheet list that I have below my checklist to see what card number our Cole Stewart corresponds to. Cole Stewart, 177. And that goes to Homeworks 5. Congratulations on that. Third hit in the break. Excellent. Excellent. So there's our Cole Stewart auto. Josh Hader purple. And Salvador Perez orange. So we actually hit 2 Good Things and Stuff. Thanks for reminding me of that, Mark. So we actually got 2 parallels, which does happen sometimes if you hit one in the first or second pack. So not too shabby. Well, that concludes our 2019 Topps Chrome Sapphire Baseball Random Player 1-Box Break number 7. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks. Thanks to all of you who watched live with us on the feed this evening. And we'll be back here in about 5 minutes with our Elements Football Pick Your Player 1-Box Break number 3. Thanks again, everybody. Never can figure out how I want that to sit. I'll just sit it on its back. It'll be fun. Alrighty. So I'll get our list ready for our Elements break. So make sure you see if anybody's bought any more spots. Pretty nice box to hit parallels twice. Sometimes I think that's the second time that's happened to us, where we've hit 2 in one box. Hit one early and then hit one late. Thanks, Stingray. All right. Oh, looks like that's it. Got Ryan's spots in. Once I get this done, I'll check in on the website breaks to see how they're progressing. We'll take a quick peek. Let's see. Wow, RJ, way to kill the vibe, man. I'm not even going to ask you what you're working on because I don't want to know. Woody, I send the emails out each week for the website breaks. I generally don't for the eBay breaks. And the honest reason behind that is I don't want to promote eBay. And I'm in the process of shifting my breaks slowly from eBay to my website. And I don't like promoting eBay. And that's why those of you that get my emails on Friday morning or Friday afternoon or Saturday morning, I use those emails to discuss the breaks that we host on the website, not the ones on eBay. Let's see, looks like we've still got a few spots in our Prism football break. Triple Threads is sold out. Thanks all of you grabbing spots in those. Clear Cut's almost sold out. And then we've still got a few in our basketball. Doing pretty good though. Thanks to everybody that bought all those that bought spots in our website breaks. Of course, all our breaks. Woody, if you go to our website and go to our blog section, here I'll show you real quick. We've got a minute before we need to start. I'll show you real quick. So if you'll go to our blog section, I don't really blog, honestly. I just put our schedule. And I try to post this by Wednesday evening each week. But I basically post the whole schedule of what I'm going to do that Saturday. So you can always look there if you're wondering what we're going to be breaking over the weekend. And I'll have our schedule of everything that we're doing, not just one or the other, but if any of the breaks we're doing. But normally if you see a link to it, like there's a hyperlink to that and a link to that and a link to that, that means they're off the website. Normally if they're eBay breaks, I don't link to them because they're normally sold out. And that's the reason I'm doing the break. But yeah, you can always find our break schedule there in the little blog section. Well, all righty. Thanks for that question, Woody. I appreciate it. It looks like it is time for our 2019 Panini Elements Football Pick Your Player one box break number 3. I don't have the list prepared, so give me just a second to get it sorted and prepped, and we'll briefly scroll through the list and then open our box and see what we get. All right. Our list is ready. There we go. How are those TPS reports, RJ? Couldn't help it, I had to ask. Thank you, Woody. Alrighty, now that we've scrolled through our list, let's open our box and see what we have. Good luck, everybody. There's our pack, and it just magically fell out there. I'm going to take that as a good sign. See a points card on the back. That's so not cool. All right, our first card is our Russell Wilson medal card. And that is serial numbered 64 of 75. Our next card is Devin Singletary radioactive rookie jersey, and that's serial numbered 134 of 149. And then our next card, ooh, how about that? Daniel Jones, rookie neon signs, and that's serial numbered 13 of 15. Not too shabby. First question goes through my mind, does anyone have the Daniel Jones spot? You know, we had a rated rookie autograph of his in Optic a few weeks ago. No one had the spot, so we got random to everybody. Nice little hit there. And then, of course, we have points. So they'll be in the random with any cards of players whose spots weren't purchased. So let's go through our list. Take it easy, Keith. We'll see you next week. So let's go through our list. Let's see. Our Russell Wilson medal card, serial number to 75, goes to Yodi Crusher. Congrats on that. Our Devin Singletary radioactive rookie jersey goes to T.E. Rye 6794. Congrats on that. And then our Daniel Jones rookie neon signs autograph to 15 goes to Jaso Daly. Congratulations on that. So all three of our spots actually, all three cards actually went to player spots. So we've got our points card. So we're going to set up a random with everybody that did buy spots in the break. And we'll random that off to everybody. Give me just a second, and we'll get that taken care of. I hate there were points in there, but I'm glad that there was a big hit to go with them, or that would have really been lame. Really bad. Right. Got our random set up. So I'm going to randomize our list 5 times. Whoever's in the top spot after the 5th time will get the 250 Panini points. Once. Twice. 3 times. 4, and lucky number 5. And the points go to YYY Guy. Congratulations on that. Excellent. Take another look at our cards here. I'm guessing this is the purple parallel of the rookie neon signs. I think the base is a yellow color. Serial numbered 13 of 15. Nice big signature there. Then our radioactive rookie. Nice little pattern on the foil stamping on that portion of the card. See if I can get it to show up good in the light. And then, of course, our metal card, which I feel like it's kind of ironic. I put it in a soft sleeve. I think it'd take a lot of work to ding this card up. And there are points cards, so it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2019 Panini Elements Football Pick Your Player One Box Break number 3. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live feed for the break this evening. And we'll be back here in about 10 minutes with our 2019 Bowman Chrome HTA Baseball Pick Your Player One Box Break number 3. Thanks again, everybody. All right. I thought that Jones was a nice little hit. That's always kind of a fun product. A little different visuals there. We've got our Bowman Chrome coming up next. We've opened quite a few of those this year. We do random teams on that on the website and then do Pick Your Player and Random Player on eBay, but I think we've opened 7 or 8 of those. Always fun. Go ahead and get our Bowman list ready, and then we'll open a pack or 2 of Fleer Ultra. See what we pull out of those. I'm trying to remember if the Tony Gwynn highlight card autographs, if they were redemptions or if they were live cards in that product, and for the life of me, and I should remember, but for whatever reason, I just don't remember. I never pulled a live one. I never saw anybody pull one. None of my buddies pulled one. But for some reason, I feel like it's a redemption. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I think it probably is a redemption because honestly, I think if it weren't, and the fact that he's a deceased Hall of Famer, I think those boxes would not be nearly as affordable as they are. You can pretty routinely get them on eBay for $20, $25 a piece. I mean, they're not super expensive or anything like that. And it's a 36-pack box. I mean, it's a lot of fun to open. Of course, I ship some out to folks, so I don't open the whole box, but still. All right, our list is prepared. These things are perfect too. Not bricked at all. Speaking of the Tony Gwynn, that's the second card in the pack. It's got that green marble border that you can tell. Melito Perez, younger brother of Pascual Perez. I don't think nearly as crazy either. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Tony Gwynn commemorative series. That foil's not wanting to show up good in light. Little off cut top to bottom, but not the end of the world. Definitely going to sleeve that though. Mike Felder. Ozzy. The greatness of Ozzy. And Barry Bonds. A slim and trim Barry Bonds. A pre-enhanced Barry Bonds. And the funny thing about this is he was a Hall of Famer before he even got to San Francisco and started all that nonsense. Just based on what he had done in Pittsburgh. And you can see there's a pretty slender fella. But obviously had skills for days. Wow, this is quite the pack. Crime Dog. Quite the pack. Fred McGriff. And then Chuck Finley. Married a crazy woman, but we're not going to talk about that. John Smoltz. Wow. Well, the star power in this pack is staggering. Smoltzy. Matt Williams. Pretty big star back in the day. Hensley Mullins. I think everybody knows that really he was the true prospect that you should have been buying in 1989 and not Ken Griffey Jr. Let's be honest. That whole Ken Griffey Jr. speculation thing just didn't turn out well. Bam Bam's where your rookie card money should have went to in that year. Or at least that's what I thought in 1989. Not the best life decision I've ever made. But in my defense, I was only 16 years old, so you kind of got to give me a pass on that. Greg Vaughn. Alan Trammell. Ron Karkovice. And Randy Milligan. So you're a Kevin Moss guy, Matt? Is that where your rookie speculation dollars went during that era? I understand that. I had 20 or 30 Hensley Mullins rookies. Didn't have Biggio, didn't have Griffey, didn't even have Randy Johnson. That's all right. This pack is slightly bricked, but not too bad. Lance Johnson. Chito Martinez. Roger Clemens. Cherry Brown. So you got a Tommy too, huh, Woody? Joel Johnston. Brian Harper. Mike Gallego. Ricky Jordan. Jose Offerman. Barry Larkin. Check out that wristband. Awesome. Brian Hunter. Dean Palmer. And speaking of, here he is showing up in my pack, Ken Griffey Jr. And then Kelly Gruber. All righty. Looks like it's just about time for our Bowman Chrome break. We'll give it just another minute. Give some folks time to hop on the live stream in case they want to watch live. Alrighty. Well, it looks like it is 6:05. So let's get started with our 2019 Bowman Chrome HTA Baseball Pick Your Player one box break number 3. We'll scroll through our list and then we'll open our box. Alrighty. Now that we've been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everyone. If I can get this overwrap off. There is our pack. Set that there. I love how they put the foil overwrap over the plastic box. There's something about that I absolutely love. It's a jumbo foil wrapper. All right, our first card is Nick Green. Nice little first Bowman autograph there. And our second card is Cam Rogner. Another first Bowman autograph. And then our last card in the box is Yifrey Del Rosario, and that is a purple refractor autograph, serial numbered 153 out of 250. See if I can get that serial number to show up good. Barely. You'll have to take my word for it. Big autograph too. Excellent. So, let's go through our list and see who got which cards. Well, in a bit of a shocking development, none of these 3 player spots were purchased in this break. So, we have our Del Rosario purple refractor autograph, our Nick Green autograph, and our Cam Rogner autograph. So, just like we do with all of our Pick Your Player breaks when this occurs, we're going to set up a random. We'll put everyone that did buy spots in the break in that random, and we'll hit that randomizer 5 times, and the top 3 listed after the 5th time we'll get those 3 cards. Give me just a moment to get that set up. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got, here we are in the top spot. We'll get the Efrain del Rosario purple refractor autograph. Let's Go Mets 2016. In a cruel and ironic twist, we'll get the Nick Green Yankees autograph. And then World Series Attitude 91, we'll get the Cam Rodner autograph. Alrighty. Well, that concludes our 2019 Bowman Chrome HTA Baseball Pick Your Player One Box Break number 3. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks. Thanks to everybody that joined us live in the feed for the break this evening. And we will be back here in about 15 minutes with our 2017-2018 Optic Basketball 2 Blaster Box Random Player One Box Break number 1. Thanks again, everybody. Me too, Fred. I'm ready. Actually, I'm not ready. I need to update the list. I'm kind of ready, though. We've got a few minutes, though. I put a little bit of time in just so I'd have time to get all of the lists for the website breaks updated and whatnot, since I ran into a little bit of an issue with that last week. A little bit of an issue. So I'm going to update some lists real quick. Thanks to everybody that's bought some spots in the last little bit. Always appreciated. I feel like I should have some sort of like pseudo intermission show or something. I don't mean to kill y'all with the silence while I'm updating the lists. Woody might be too busy watching the race. Hey, is anybody watching the race, by the way? Can you give us any kind of update? Oh, Harvick wins. Okay. Not surprising. Although, honestly, I don't remember if he is one of those guys that always does good in Pocono. Harvick takes the win. Good for him. All right. Let's see. Just making sure our lists are all updated. I think they are. Okay. Got our lists up to date and whatnot, so looks like we've got a few minutes. Yeah, Triple Threads is sold out, Fred. It sold out yesterday, actually. And I put it at the end in the schedule because I thought it would be the last one to sell out, and I wanted it to have the most time. Which goes to show how sharp I am on those things, because it was the first one to sell out. But yeah, it did. It sold out yesterday. I think there's spots in the other three, but that one sold. But that's always a fun product to open. And I've opened quite a bit of that. I want to say this is probably, I don't know, our 13th or 14th box of 18 triple threads, which for us at the scale that we break on, that's a big number. Really anything over double digits for us, that's a pretty good amount. So let's open a couple packs of Ultra. I might have to get into the 91 Stadium Club box. I had to reload a couple weeks ago and I found a box of Series 1. Oh, right on top there, Jeff Bagwell. Excellent. Dave Magadan. A somewhat subject of rookie speculation in 87, but not really. Nolan Ryan, the greatness. Zane Smith, as a Pirate, shameful, borderline scandalous. The Lino to Shields. So really, so that was his first win at Pocono. I didn't think he historically did that great there. That's why I was a little surprised by that. But good for him. They got awful good cars. And of course, he's a top-notch driver, obviously. Kevin Seabass. Pedro Guerrero, not pictured as a Dodger. Shameful. But factually accurate, 1992, so I can't complain. John Smiley. Looks like he's about 7'4" in that picture. I think in reality he's like 6'6", 6'4". See if I can get that to show up there. No, it's too fine a print. Too fine a print. Andy Bennis. Ooh, Mo Vaughn. How about that? Little Mo Vaughn. The Moster, Big Mo. Eddie Zosky. That's why I was surprised when you said that, Woody. I never thought he did that great there. But, you know, I mean, he's a pretty darn good driver. I think any of the really top-notch drivers could win at any of the tracks under certain circumstances. Chris Sabo. Jesse Barfield, not as a Blue Jay, somewhat depressing. And then Don August. Yeah, I like old Bags. Him and Biggio is quite the combo for several years. Let's see. I've got one more pack. Actually, I've got a sealed pack of Series 1 and Series 2 that I bought from the same person in the closet. But I think I'm going to go to 91 Stadium Club first just to kind of break things up. I don't want to run any one particular thing in the ground. The Series 2, though, have those beautiful all-star cards with the black marble border that are just fantastic. Spike Owen. Royce Clayton. Little Ray Langford. Beloved Cardinal. Orlando Merced. Ooh. Tony Fernandez. All-time great Blue Jay. Passed away recently from kidney disease. He was a young man, too. He was like 53. When you get to be my age, you feel like 53 is pretty young. Dickie Schofield. Ooh. How about that? Little Cal. Excellent. Chico Walker. Bobby Kelly. Teddy Higuera. I may or may not have owned 20 of his rookie cards at one time. The aforementioned Rob Deere. Always swinging for the fences. Always. Greg Hibbard. Chris Hoyles. And Joe Hesketh. Not pictured in an Expos uniform. L'Expos. That's the extent of the French I know. All right. Let's see here. I guess one thing I should have brought up next week, because the 4th falls on a Saturday, we'll be breaking on Friday instead of Saturday. I normally hate changing days, but I know that a lot of people are going to be doing some other things on the 4th of July holiday. I probably will as well, although I have not been told yet what the family plans are. I'm sure they will be there. So we'll be breaking actually next Friday night. So I'll send the emails on Thursday and Friday. But that's what we are scheduled for next week. We've got kind of a little bit smaller schedule. I'll probably add 1 or 2 breaks to that. I just know for sure that we're going to do those 5. The Preferred and the Clearly Authentic 2020, the new product that came out this week, and then 19 Prism Football first off the line, and then our website breaks. We will do 2020 Topps Tier 1 Random Team, not Random Player, but Random Team, and then 2019 Obsidian Football. We've had that one on the website for a while. We're going to get that one done next week, and we'll probably do it. I'll probably have another one from the website. Honestly, I couldn't make up my mind which one I wanted to do, so I'll basically go through and see which one has the most spots sold, and I'll put a third one on there probably just because I don't want to just do 2 for the site. I'd like to do at least 3, so we'll have something. We'll have a third one there. Looks like we're just about 4 minutes away from 1718 optic blasters. Should be a lot of fun. Can't believe how expensive these have gotten, but I get it. Tatum is a big driver. Mitchell's a pretty good driver for product. So, and of course it's optic, and optic's optic regardless of the year. It's going to be very popular because people love it. Absolutely love it. But I do have a few minutes, so I'm going to go get some Stadium Club packs. Alrighty. The greatness of Series 1 Stadium Club. When these came out, they were, I guess the SRP was $2.99. They shot up pretty quick if you got them at a card shop or a show. They were generally $5 and got there pretty quick. I found them at our local KB in the mall. Bought a box. I don't know. This is the first pack out of this box I've opened, so I don't know if they're bricked or not. I hope not. I feel like we've had really great luck. A little bricked. Nothing too bad. Little Jay Buhner on the back. That's pretty nice. Bones. Don't worry, if you pull something good, I'm not going to fold your cards. I just do it to these because the UV coating's almost 30 years old. And if they've been stored like in a garage, they're going to have a little bricking to them. Even if they've been stored indoors, they might be if it's in a not a dry place or a humid place, in a humid climate, they might be a little bricked. So I kind of flex them a little bit just to, that's not too bad. But you can see like on the back of that Cardboardlifer, part of that stuck to the card in front of it. So we've got a little bit of bricking. Luckily, I'm not counting on this box to coincide with my 401k to contribute to my retirement fund, or I'd be in trouble. Cardboardlifer as an angel. Not sure how I feel about that, but it's not good. Kind of odd to see. Rob Dibble. Dude was a beast back in the day. But you can see that mark right there on the card. UV coating from the Bly11. Little Milt Thompson, Little Milty. Delino DeShields. Didn't we pull him in our last pack? It was the Sapphire Break was at 5, and it's now 6:30. So if you're on the live feed and you go back about 90 minutes, you can watch the Sapphire Break. Manny Lee. El Cid Fernandez, used to love to watch him pitch. He had such a calm, smooth, very slow delivery, but very deceptive. Always liked watching him pitch, though. And he looked like a beer league softball player, which added to his mysticism in my eyes. Bill Doran. Oh, you didn't get the push notification? Greg Vaughn. Derek May. Is that a rookie card? It is a rookie card. because his first card was in 90 Topps debut, which was a box set. I thought this card was probably a $2 card back in the day. I don't think he ever did too much, but Robin Ventura in the Black Sox era White Sox uniform. No problem, David. Happy to have you in. I was wondering if you were going to join us this evening. Glad to see that you were able to make it. We'd already set a nice stack of Cowboy cards aside from you. Woody and Fred both said that they would give you all of their Cowboy cards that they got in the upcoming Prison Break. That's what they said. I don't know. You'll have to talk to them about that. Bruce Ruffin. And then Jay Buhner. You can see how that surface right there is where it stuck. Oh, well. Not the end of the world. It's all in good fun. All in good fun. My goodness. It is 6:32. Here I go, just blabbing away. I know you do, David. I know you do. Let me check real quick to make sure that there are no other spots that have been purchased, and we'll get started with our Optic basketball. I apologize for the delay. I saw my phone go off. I think I've allocated 30 minutes for it, so we've got plenty of time. Although I think I'm the only one that's really that concerned about it. I'll own that. Let's see. David, good to see you getting in the hockey. I have to say, in general terms, I'm pretty thrilled with the support the Hockey Break got. Just because. That is very cool. All right, I'm just going to set up a random real quick. For Optic. Tioga, PA, huh? That's all right. Now, that's the fun part about this is we're all from different places. All right, finally got everything set. So, let's get started with our 2017-18 Donruss Optic Basketball 2 Blaster Box Random Player Break number 1. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We will randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. once, twice, 3 times, 4, and number 5. We've got Fred in the top spot. Let's see who's in the bottom spot. And Jim T. Well, I guess you're out of luck, David. Woody's not giving you any cowboy cards. He's keeping them for himself. I know you're heartbroken over that. I know that really upsets you. Don't worry, though. We'll find some cowboy cards for you, David. Some way, somehow. We'll figure it out. Wow, now that's nice. Cooperstown. Is the Hall of Fame open? That's quite a trip. That is quite a wonderful trip. All right. Let me blow up this font a little bit and we'll scroll through our list and then tear into our boxes. That definitely seems like a fun trip. So your daughter was born in Cooperstown. My goodness. Now that's upstate New York, isn't it? Or am I wrong on that? I feel like that part of the country is a little underappreciated for its scenery. I drove through there years ago. We went through New Hampshire and Vermont. Just a beautiful part of the country. My wife would really like to go there. I'd like to go too, just to drive through. I think it'd be wonderful to see. I went a long, long time ago when I was a kid. It was really nice. Well, alrighty. Now that we've went through our list, let's get to opening some packs. Good luck, everybody. So the blaster packs have lime green parallels. There's a little theft deterrent card. There are our packs. Evan Turner. Wes Iwundu, rated rookie. We've got a Terrence Ferguson checkerboard prism. Very nice. Fun little pattern there. Checkerboard denoted on the back. And then Ryan Anderson. On to pack number 2. Otto Porter Jr. Oh. Dennis Smith Jr. rated rookie. Hopefully he'll be able to get back on track with the Knicks. Hawkins, Jerry West, i.e. the logo. And then our last card is Jeremy Lin. I knew as soon as I said that, RJ, I knew you were going to chime in. Your beloved Knickerbockers. And our first card is Paul George. It was positive. It was more positive about Dennis Smith Jr., not so much about the Knicks. Ooh. Little Josh Hart, rookie. Oh, how about this? Little Dwayne Wade purple prism. It's very weird seeing him as a Cav, though. That messes with me. No, I realize, RJ, that was a good try. And that's as close. That's probably as close as I'm going to get to that line in the sand. That's about as close as I'm ever going to get to it. Let's see if this is serial numbered. No. Nice parallel, though. And then Larry Nance Jr. Not nearly as cool as Larry Nance Sr. Vince Carter, the greatness, retired a couple days ago. Fantastic career. Malik Monk, rated rookie. And then an Aaron Gordon Court Kings. Been robbed a couple times in the dunk contests. And LeBron. Next pack. TJ Warren. Devon Reed. Rudy Gobert Court Kings. And the Beard. Joe Johnson. Frank Ntilikina. I think I pronounced that right. That's about as good as I'm going to get on his name. Oh, here's something. OG Anunoby, Prism, rated rookie. And then our last card, Isaiah Thomas. All right, our last pack from box number 1. And our first card is CJ McCollum. Next card is Derek White, rated rookie. And then our next card is a John Collins Rookie Kings. And then our last card in our first blaster box is Brandon Ingram. On to box number 2. Oh. And that's why I was looking at the bottom of the box. There might be a pack stuck there. First card is Serge Ibaka. Next card is Harry Giles, rated rookie. Our next card is Frank Mason, Rookie Kings. And then our last card is Jimmy Butler with the T-Wolves. Next pack. JJ Redick. Tyler Dorsey, rated rookie. Dennis Schroeder, Court Kings. And then Derrick Rose. On to our next pack. Kawi. Ojuinobili regular rated rookie. So whoever has his spot will get the base and the prism. And then we have a Etwan Moore purple prism parallel. And then our last card is Mike Conley. Elfrid Payton. Gershon Yobilesi, rated rookie. John Havlicek, Hull Kings. And Damari Carroll base. And then in between that, the little counter detection. Or I should say the theft prevention magnet card they put in the blaster boxes. On to our next pack. Alec Burks. Ooh. Markelle Fultz has since been traded to the Magic. This still could end up being quite the card. He's obviously got some skills. And then our next card is a Mike Conley Court Kings Prism Parallel. And then our last card in the pack is Domantas Sabonis. Devin Booker. Ivan Rabb, rated rookie. Dwayne Bacon, rookie Kings. And Willie Hernan Gomez. Last pack. Tyler Linden. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. Larry Hughes Signature Series. And it's the blue prism version. How about that? I don't even think I have these guys on the checklist. I wasn't sure if there were autographs in the blaster, so I didn't want to put a bunch of signature. There were players that just had cards in the signature series set, and I didn't want to put them in the list because I didn't want to sell spots for them if there wasn't a chance of getting their card. How about that? And that is serial numbered 7 of 25. That's nuts. Pretty cool, though. Even out of a blaster. Little Larry Hughes Signature Series. And then our next card is Courtney Lee Prism. Had to look at the back to make sure it was a prism because the light shines on it so much. But it indeed is a prism. And then Tobias Harris. Alrighty, let's go through our list and see who got which cards. You never know who will win the random. You just don't know. So let's see here. Our Courtney Lee Prism goes to Lionel. Congrats on that, Lionel. Let's see if Larry is in the checklist here. Nope, he is not. So we'll random our Larry. Our Tyler Linden rated rookie goes to Fred. Congrats, Fred. Our Dwayne Bacon Rookie Kings goes to Chris. Congrats on that, Chris. Our Ivan Rabb rated rookie goes to Brian. Congrats on that. Then our Mike Conley Court Kings Prism goes to Woody. How about that? Woody's on fire. Congrats, Woody. Our Markel Fultz rated rookie goes to Jim T. Congrats on that. Then our John Havlicek Hall Kings goes to Jim T. Congrats on that, doubling up already. Then our Gershon Yablesi rated rookie goes to Jim T. Jim T's on fire. Congrats on that. And then our Etwan Moore Purple Prism goes to Jim T as well. My goodness. And then our OG Anobi Base and Prism Parallels go to Jim T. My goodness. And then our Dennis Schroeder Court Kings goes to David. David K. Congrats. Then our Tyler Dorsey rated rookie goes to Jim T. And Jim T's killing it. And then our Frank Mason Rookie Kings goes to Aaron P. Congrats on that, Aaron. Then our Harry Giles also goes to Aaron. Doubling up. Congrats. And then our John Collins Rookie King goes to Fred. Fred doubling up early. Congrats. Then our Derek White rated rookie goes to Jose. Congrats on that, Jose. Then our Frank I can't pronounce. I never can pronounce his last name. Goes to Lionel. You can see it there on the screen. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Our Rudy Gobert Court Kings goes to Jose. Congrats on that. Doubling up. Then our Davon Reed rated rookie goes to Keith. Congrats on that, Keith. And then our LeBron base, just because it's LeBron. I know I don't ship that base, but it's LeBron. Goes to Woody, who doesn't need a LeBron card. Everyone does. Our Aaron Gordon Court Kings goes to Fred. Fred's starting to stack them. Our Malik Monk rated rookie goes to Woody. Congrats. And then our Dwayne Wade Purple Prism goes to Jim T. Congrats on that. And then our Josh Hart rated rookie goes to Fred. Alrighty. And then our Jerry West Hall Kings also goes to Fred. And then our Dennis Smith Jr. rated rookie Goes to Woody. Congrats on that. And then our Terrence Ferguson checkerboard prism rated rookie goes to Jim T. All right. And then our Wes Uwindu rated rookie goes to Fred. All righty. I think everybody got some nice little stacks there. And we still got our Larry Hughes Signature Series to random off. All right. Give me just a second to get that set up. We'll use the same list that we started with. And we'll rerun it 5 times. Whoever's at the top will get the Larry Hughes autograph, serial numbered out of 25. All right. Got the random set. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And it goes to Brian. Congrats on that. Congratulations on that. Goes to Brian. Little Larry Hughes Signature Series. Nice little blue prism. Serial number 7 of 25. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2017-18 Optic Basketball Random Player 2 Blaster Box Break number 1. Thanks to all of you that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks for all of you that joined us on the live feed for the break tonight. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes with our Upper Deck Clear Cut Hockey Random Player 1 Box Break number 1. Thanks again, everybody. Yeah, I think well, did he play for the Sixers, David? He's played for a ton of teams. Like, he played for he's probably played for 7 or 8 different teams. I mean, he's played for a lot of folks. He's kind of a journeyman player. But he's played for an awful lot of teams. Let me go update our list real quick, see if anybody's bought any other spots. And then we'll get started with our clear cut. Should be fun. Let's see here. Yeah, that is tough when that happens. When you're on top before the last one hits. That is tough. All right. Really, this is your first live break, Chris. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for making your first one ours. That's always nice to hear. Give me just a second to set up our random on the clear cut, and we'll get started. Welcome to our chat. No, Dusty, let's see when the baseball is. It's just now after 7, so we'll be doing the triple threads at around 8 o'clock. So that's about an hour off. But it is time for our 2018-2019 Upper Deck Clear Cut Hockey Random Player One Box Break number 1. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Eric D in the top spot. And we've got Eric D in the bottom spot. So I'm just going to cut and paste this. Throwing an octopus on the ice. I thought that was a Detroit thing. Am I wrong in that? I'm certainly not a hockey expert by any means. I know enough to vaguely be dangerous, and that's about it. Let me blow up our font a little bit. I thought that was a Detroit from back in their glory days, which it seems like it's been a while. Alrighty. There's our list. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of hockey. I watch a little bit of soccer, but not much. I like hockey. I mean, I have nothing against it. Honestly, I spend most of my time during hockey season watching basketball. I'm glad they got to you quick, Dusty, in good shape. So you're in our Bowman Sapphire draft break. Well, thank you for buying into our triple threads. Should be a lot of fun. Triple threads is always fun. Always a lot of fun bells and whistles in it. Alrighty. Now that we've went through our list, let's open our box. Yes, I've got to cut the secondary seal on the box. Tyler Bertuzzi of the previously mentioned Red Wings. How ironic is that? Nice little back of box there. So this essentially is the hockey equivalent of Clearly Authentic. Nice looking card though. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time, Chris. So let's see who won the Tyler Bertuzzi. Let's go back to our list. Well, look who won. Congrats on that, David. Boom. How about that? Big win for David Clowder. Very nice. It was a nice card. I like this product. And I like the fact the checklist isn't super huge. I mean, it's like 120 spots. So we may do this one again. We might do this. I'll relist this one sometime this week. Once we get it filled up, then we'll run it again. Not too shabby, though. Pretty cool, David. Pretty cool. Congrats on that. Tyler Bertuzzi. Chase running around the basement. Well, that's pretty nice, though. It's a nice little card. Nice little card. Well, that concludes our 2018-2019 Upper Deck Clear Cut Hockey Random Player 1 Box Break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate it. Thank you in indulging me in supporting a hockey break from our website. Even though I can't pronounce most of the names on the checklist, I certainly appreciate you all indulging me on that one. And we'll be back here in a couple minutes. Let's see how long. We've got about 5 minutes before our Prism Football Blaster break. Thanks again, everybody. I think it was. I think it was the octopus comment. I feel like that happened for a reason. There's our football blasters. I feel like that happened for a reason. And that's how it ended up. Well, I certainly appreciate that, Dusty. We do our best, and when I say we, I really mean me. But I like to say we because I think it sounds selfish when you say me. Although I do have some help. My daughter's my IT person that coordinates all of my program setups and whatnot. She set up my streaming software for me because she's awesome like that. And I didn't know how to do it. And I think eventually she would have got tired of hearing me cry. So she went ahead and did it for me, so that was really nice. Got a little Prism football. Let's see. I think we've still got a few spots in that. Let's see if we've filled any more of those. I'm glad you had a good time, Chris. I think that's one of the nice things about breaks. And, you know, I realize that everybody has kind of a different idea of value and, you know, getting value for when you buy spots and breaks and stuff like that. And I personally, I've always been kind of the mind that a lot of it's entertainment. Not to say that everybody doesn't want to get a card. Of course we do. I do when I enter breaks. But, you know, I think a lot of it's just the fun of, you know, doing it, the experience. And hopefully we can do a good job of providing that. Because honestly, I'm just trying to have a good time, which I obviously do. Wow, Woody with the shot. Wow, we're just calling you out, David. Just plain old calling you out. That is harsh, but understandable because he's a Cowboy fan. Wow. That's hilarious. Eagles fans are the best. Wow. Oh. But see, that's something we can all agree on, even Cowboy fans and Eagle fans alike. There's only a handful of things on earth that they can agree on, and this might be one of them. We'll get started here with Prism. I'm just going to get our list, our random set up, get our list updated and all that good stuff. And we'll be off to the races, so to speak. Pardon the pun. So just put check at the end of everybody's. See, I don't know that'd work, though. I think it would have worked a while ago, but now with all the Finnish folks, the Finnish guys playing, I don't know if that works. Yeah, I think everybody did pretty good with the optic break. I mean, everybody got a pile of cards, it seemed like. Uh-oh, the Eagles are awful. So we have a very distinct line in the sand in this group. There are people that like the Eagles, and there are people that don't like the Eagles. I find that most humorous. And so even some Cowboy fans. But that's all right. Well, alrighty. It looks like it is 7:20, so let's get started with our 2018 Panini Prism Football Random Player 2 Blaster Box Break number 1. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we're going to list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Alrighty. Good luck, everybody. Once. Twice. 3 times. 4. And lucky number 5. And we've got Fred in the top spot. Let's see who's at the bottom. And Fred in the bottom. All right. So we'll cut and paste our list over to the right. Sort by everyone's eBay, or everybody's names, not eBay IDs. I've said that one too many times. Sort it by everybody's names and scroll through our list so everybody can see who they have before we tear into our boxes. Alrighty. Bears fans too, huh? So it's like a true NFL melting pot. The NFC East fans are the worst. There's quite a few, yeah. See, now Matt had to ratchet things up by going divisional on everybody. Just had to kind of escalate the, that's how it's going to be, huh? Okay. Okay. I hope they're able to start. That's really my concern. I hope that they're actually going to be able to start. Because I feel like with some of the numbers that are being reported that they may have to tap the brakes on that. I hope I'm wrong, though. Obviously, we'd all love to see some baseball. It's been a while. It'd be nice to see some baseball. It'd be nice to see some basketball. Although it'd be a little odd without people in the stands, but, you know, these are different times and we've got to pivot and, you know, kind of roll with things as best we can. I hope I'm not right, though. I hope I'm wrong, but, you know, I worry about them down in Florida because it's rough down there. You know how it is down there, Woody. Those numbers aren't good. RJ, are you still on? Women's field hockey, that's pretty desperate. I've never thought that field hockey was that entertaining, but I get your point. I mean, I'd watch a little lacrosse, I guess. I'm not opposed to that. Did I not get you on here, David? You got to be kidding me. Remind me, David, once I get done through this, I'm going to scroll back up to your name and make sure, because I thought I put them in. Because you'd bought spots in the 3, and I thought I'd got you down in here. I surely hope I did. If not, I'll refund you, of course. But I thought I had you down. No, you did. You had spots in this. I'll scroll back up. Let me scroll up real quick, David, and see what the... I've got you for 8. Let me check and make sure that was what you bought. Son of a gun. Sorry about that, David. That was just a dumb error on my part. I'll refund you for 2 of those. My poor counting skills. Good gracious. All right. So now that we've been through our list and discovered that indeed I can only count to 8, not 10, let's open our boxes and see what we get. Speaking of, let me do something real quick. Boy, I'm all out of sorts. You want to see yours again, Woody? Sorry about that. I'm flipping back on there for you. Let me scroll down, Woody. Yeah. I knew I'd messed up, David. I knew I'd messed up. And I lost my mind. There you are. No, it's all right, David. I just totally messed up. I put you down for 8 instead of 10. Somehow my counting ability all of a sudden has just left me. It just kind of left. All right, you're good, Woody? All righty. So let's start tearing into packs. Pack number 1. I'll set these here. Eddie Jackson. Lamar Miller. Boy, we're starting off good with this. Look at this. Little Baker Mayfield rookie. How about that? Not too shabby. Not too shabby. A little card dust on that. Otherwise, excellent condition. Baker Mayfield rookie, very nice. And then our last card is Richard Sherman. Let me go back up to the list real quick, David. David, I'm showing you had 5 spots. Is that correct? David M. Keenum, Matthews, Derwin James. Oh, Lamar. Goodness gracious. And Warren Sapp. So you got the best player in the product. David Miller. All righty. That's all right. Sometimes they're easy to miss. Sometimes my scrolling is a little too quick. I probably need to do a better job of paying attention to the clock and doing it at better intervals. First card, Jabril Peppers. Second card, Leonard Fournette. Ooh, look at this. Little Christian McCaffrey blue sparkle prism. My goodness. And that looks especially nice because of the Carolina blue. Like, that's just a pretty card. That is just a nice looking card. Let's see if it's serial numbered. It is not. Nice little hit though, nonetheless. And then we got Gronk closing it out. Not too shabby. Starting off good. Starting off good. Luke Kuechly. Aaron Rodgers. And then we've got a Rashaan Evans Blue Prism rookie. How about that? Very nice. I'm guessing these are the Blaster exclusive prisms. They look fantastic. Really sharp. A little busy, but not too busy. And then Jameis Winston. Alrighty. Next pack. Marquise Lee. Ronald Jones II Rookie Introductions Prism. Wow, Chase, boy, you're really bringing the heat. So that's how it's going to be. No Hands Cooper. That's really nice. That's good. That is good. Yeah, those blue prisms are sharp. Those are nice. Got a Minkah Fitzpatrick rookie. I guess if you're going to have a rookie card of a defensive player, he's not a bad one to have. And then our last card in the pack is Robbie Anderson, along with our Super Bowl Kid Reporter card. All righty. Next pack. First card, Sam Bradford. I forgot that he went to the Cardinals for a little bit. So you're saying that's an inherited trait, David. Is that what you're saying? I understand. Jarvis Landry. And we've got another blue prism, Derek Carr. And our last card is Melvin Gordon. Very nice. All right, our last pack and our first blaster. There's a jersey card in there. I forgot each box has either a one memorabilia card or autograph card. So our jersey card is there. Demaryius Thomas. And then our hit is a Jaleel Scott Premier jersey. And then our next card is a Luke Falk rookie card. And then our last card is Jaya Jaya of the Eagles. All right, that was box one. I'm going to take out these little kid reporter cards because I saved them. They come in handy. Throw away our wrappers. On to box two. That's got to be rough, Woody, living with a bunch of Dolphin fans. But I mean, I understand it given where you live. I mean, that makes sense. I get it. The Jaguars, huh? That's a rough road, man. That is a rough road to drive on. But I get it, though. Home team and whatnot. All right, pack number one. Marcus Lawrence, soon to be the centerpiece of David's collection, possibly. Blake Bortles. And we have a Jair Alexander rookie card. And then our last card is Danny Amendola. On to our next pack. Cam. I wonder who he's going to end up signing with. Tevin Coleman. Ooh. Greg Olsen Blue Prism. I have to say, if I was a Panthers fan or a Panthers collector, I would have to have the Panthers team set in this prism format just because they look so good with the Panther colors. And our last card is Kyle Juszczyk. And the kid reporter card. Next pack. Our first card is Carlos Hyde. Next card is Calais Campbell. Now here's a nice card. Blue Prism Leighton Vander Esch rookie card. How about them Cowboys? And our last card's Chris Hogan. Absolute card. Wow, Chase, you're a tough crowd tonight. First card is David Johnson. And then we have a Randy Moss Hall of Fame Prism insert. The greatness of Randy Moss. And then we have a Justin Jackson rookie card. And then the O.J. Howard base with another kid reporter card. I'm racking up on those. Next pack. First card, Justin Tucker. Next card, Emmanuel Sanders. Now, how funny is this? Blue Prism, Amari Cooper, but he's in a Raiders uniform. Woody, do you have Amari in this break? Hopefully you do. You just hit something nice. Nice looking card. I almost forgot to sleeve it before I put it in the pile. Little Amari Cooper. And then the last card in the pack, Odell Beckham Jr. And our last pack, and the pack with the jersey hit in it as well. First card, Lamar Miller. I thought you'd really like that card, Chase. Then our hit is Rashad Penny Premier's jersey. And then a Kalen Ballage rookie card. And then our last card in the box is Mike Williams. But not really, because the truly last card is the Kid Reporter card. All right, so let's go through our list and see who got all these cards. Okay, our Kalen Ballage rookie card goes to Jason. Congrats on that. Our Justin Jackson rookie goes to Fred. Congrats, Fred. Our Randy Moss Hall of Fame Prism insert goes to Jim T. Congrats on that. Our Jair Alexander rookie goes to Jose. Congrats on that. Our Luke Falk rookie card also goes to Jose. Jose doubling up. Congrats on that. Our Minka Fitzpatrick rookie goes to Fred. Congratulations on that. Our Ronald Jones II rookie introductions prism insert goes to Woody. Congrats on that, Woody. And then our Baker Mayfield rookie card. How about that? Our Baker Mayfield goes to Jim T. Congrats on that. Now we'll go through our blue prisms. Our Christian McCaffrey blue prism goes to Keith. Congrats on that, Keith. Our Rashawn Evans blue prism goes to Fred. Congrats, Fred. Then our Derek Carr blue prism goes to Jose. Congrats on that. And then our Greg Olson blue prism goes to Fred. Congrats on that. And then our Amari Cooper blue prism, which Chase desperately wants to own, goes to Woody. Congrats on that, Woody. And then our Leighton Vander Esch blue rookie prism which I think David and Chase both want to own, goes to Fred. Congrats on that, Fred. And then our Jaleel Scott rookie premier jersey goes to Jason M. Congrats on that, Jason. And then our Rashad Penny jersey goes to Tom. Congrats on that, Tom. All right. Well, all righty. That concludes our 2018 Panini Prism Football Random Player 2 Blaster Box break, number 1. Thanks to all of you that bought spots. As always, we appreciate you supporting our breaks and supporting the website. Obviously appreciate everybody that joins us in the chat for the break this evening. And hopefully there's not too many hurt feelings over the lack of Eagle cards in both blaster boxes. If not, I apologize. And we'll be back here in about 10 minutes with our 2018 Topps Triple Threads baseball break. Thanks again, everybody. See, no, Chris, I can't do that because I send them all to BGS and get them slabbed and then resell them, and that's really how I make my money. So I'm sorry, man, but I can't send you all the kid reporter cards. I get all those black labeled at BGS and then make a fortune on them. So that's really my secret retirement plan. That's why I keep them. That's how I'm going to be able to retire someday. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah. Those things look good in the BGS slab, I'm just saying. Look fantastic. Looks like we've got a few minutes before our triple threads. I'm just going to go ahead and set up the list. Make sure it's all ready to roll in the random. Yeah, they're on fire, Dusty. It's a hot commodity. Everybody's trying to hoard them. That's the current state of the hobby, I guess. All right, got a random set. That's right. Some go up and some go down. Just the nature of the hobby, I guess. Just the nature of the hobby. In triple threads, Woody, or in the football? Yeah, you don't want to hold on to those kid reporter cards too long. They might plummet in value. And then my retirement fund is gone, which would be terrible. I guess we got a few minutes, so let's open a couple more Stadium Club packs, shall we? Let's see. Hopefully this pack will be, a little less bricked. You can hear the crackle as I flex them though. Not good. Not good. Dusty, there's 14 cards. There are 2 mini boxes. There are 7 cards in each mini box. There is a autograph card, a relic card, a parallel card, and 4 base cards in each mini box, as I understand it. I'll ship all the base too. I know I put in the description on the website that I wasn't shipping the base, but I'll ship the base. I'll ship, if you get something in it, I'll ship it to you. Since it's a more premium product. I don't like shipping based on lower end product just because it doesn't make sense. But on something like this, I'll ship just because they're nicer cards. Oh, and threads. Let me check real quick and I'll tell you. Let's see. You got 10, Woody. You got 10 in threads. Let's see what we've got here. Little Jim Gantner. Will the Thrill Clark. Yeah, I think it took a piece of all of us, Woody. Mariano Duncan. Randy Milligan. The club membership card. Kevin Mitchell. These things are really sticking. Tim Nehring. Mark Williamson. Zane Smith. Jay Howell. Oh. Craig Biggio. Bill Sampson. And Mark Davis. All right. Not quite as good as pack number 1, but that's all right. Make sure the old box cutter's ready to roll. Our list is ready. We'll give it a few more minutes. Some folks who specifically bought into this. So we will give them a few minutes to join the feed before we get started. My neighbors are running their sprinklers. I have no idea why. It seems a little late for that. But that's all right, I guess. I have to say, I thought those prism blasters were pretty nice. I like those blue prisms. Yeah, I think everything is a little slow, starting to pick up. Hopefully, it will continue to. Stadium Club? You hate Stadium Club, Chris? Why is that? Like the old version or the current reincarnation of the brand? How many spots? Is that what you're asking, Chris? Chris, I show you got two in this. Well, alrighty. It looks like it's 8 o'clock, so let's get started with our 2018 Topps Triple Threads Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 1. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org. We'll randomize everybody's names 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Joshua in the top spot. And we've got Mark in the bottom spot. So I'm just going to cut and paste our list to the right, sort by everybody's names before we scroll through our list. Well, Chris, any card of that age that's got UV coating on it, you have to keep in mind that these are 29 years old, and I bought them off eBay, so I don't know how they were stored, where they were stored. I don't know where they've been sitting the last 29 years. So that's kind of the chance you take when you buy stuff like that. And I totally knew that when I bought it. Like, I'm not upset about it because that's just when you buy something like that, there's a chance that that's going to happen. You know, I got really lucky with that Ultra box because it wasn't bricked at all. It was beautiful. So, you know, that's just the chance you take when you open these boxes. And again, it was like a $20, $25 box. So it's not like I'm out millions of dollars or anything. It's just, you know, that's kind of part of the chance you take when you buy that kind of box. You know, sometimes it works out for you, sometimes it doesn't. I still enjoy the opening the pack, so I feel like it's a win either way. Actually, Chris, this one sold out. This one is already sold. This one sold out last night. I think I'm going to try to run another basketball break next week. I might do Select, 1920 Select, although it's kind of pricey, but I feel like that'd be good to open. Yeah, Matt, I like it when they do the Stadium Club Chrome. I know people are kind of critical of doing the Stadium Club with the chrome parallel, but I like the photography with the chromium substrate, and even better when they're refractors. Those things look really nice. Hey Bradley, this is our triple threads break. Which break were you looking for, Bradley? Is that break from eBay, Bradley? Enlarge the font, Woody? Sure, I can. That is not this break, Brad. I want to say you're asking about our pick your player break for 19 triple threads. This is our 2018 triple threads random player. We'll be doing that other one in the next, not next week, but the week after. Wow, this font's huge. Even I can read it. It's good, though. That's all right, Bradley. No problem, man. That's because you don't have your glasses, Woody. Yeah, that's not good. I can see distance without my glasses, but I can't see anything. Like I can't read. Can't read something that's, you know, can't read on my computer screen. Can't read anything on my phone or anything that's printed. Alrighty. Now that we have been through our list, let's open up our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. There are mini boxes. There's our pack. Feels rather tightly wrapped. Normally the foil on this is pretty loose. Suspicious to say the least. My gosh. Either we have a booklet or they wrapped this way too tight. No, there's 7 cards in there. So they just miswrapped the pack terribly. All right, our first card is, whoa, how about that? Little Francisco Lindor black parallel, serial number to 50. Those are pretty tough even in this product. Nice hit for the Lindor spot. Our next card is an Andrew McCutchen purple parallel, serial number to 299. Our next card is Robinson Cano base. The next card is Addison Russell base. And then our next card is Charlie Blackmon. And then our first hit out of mini box 1, is a Lucas Sims triple jersey autograph rookie card. How about that? And that's serial numbered 61 of 99. Very nice. And our last card in mini box 1 is a Justin Verlander jumbo jersey, serial numbered 11 of 36. All right, on to mini box number 2. All right. First card is a gold Giancarlo Stanton parallel. Is that gold or orange? I think it's gold. Serial numbered 45 of 199. And then our next card is an Aaron Judge green parallel. Serial numbered 19 of 259. Nice. And our next card is Chris Davis. Our next card is Mark McGuire. If I can get this in the sleeve. No wonder, wrong sleeve. Next card is Chipper Jones. And our first hit is, Adam Jones, RISP die cut jersey, and that is serial number 9/9. How about that? 9/9. And our last card in the box is a Zach Cozart autographed jumbo jersey. And that is serial numbered 68/75. All right. So let's go back through our list and see who got which cards. We'll go through our base cards first, and then our parallels, and then the hits in the box. So our Chipper Jones base goes to Joseph B. Congrats on that. Our Mark McGuire goes to Joshua M. Congrats on that. And then our Chris Davis base he's not on the list because he just has a base card. So we'll random that off to everybody. I didn't include players in the list that just have base cards, only if they have an autograph or a relic. So we'll re-random that to everybody. Our Charlie Blackmon base goes to Andy. Congrats on that. Our Addison Russell base goes to Brian W. Our Robinson Cano base goes to Brian W. Doubling up. Congrats on that. And then our Andrew McCutcheon purple parallel goes to Tom F. Congrats on that. Our green Aaron Judge parallel goes to Woody. Congrats, Woody. And our gold Giancarlo Stanton parallel goes to Brian F. Congrats on that. And then our Francisco Lindor black parallel out of 50 also goes to Brian F. Congratulations on that. And let's go through our hits. Our Justin Verlander jumbo jersey, serial numbered 11/36, goes to Brian W. Congratulations on that. Our Zach Cozart jumbo jersey autograph goes to John. Hey, congrats, John. And then our Adam Jones RISP die cut quad jersey, serial number to 9, goes to Colby. Congrats on that, Colby. And then our Lucas Sims triple jersey autograph rookie card goes to... Also goes to Colby. Congrats on that, doubling up. So, goodness gracious, I went through that whole list and didn't even show everybody the list. Sorry about that. My apologies. That's like the fourth time in the last year I've done that. So, let's go through the list and we'll just kind of scroll down because I highlighted everybody. Woody with Aaron Jones, Colby with the Adam Jones jersey, Brian W. with the Addison Russell base, Tom with the McCutcheon parallel, Joseph B. with the Chipper base, Brian F. with the Lindor black parallel and with the Giancarlo Stanton gold parallel, Brian with the jumbo Justin Verlander jersey, Colby with the Lucas Sims triple jersey autograph rookie card, Josh William with the McGuire base, Brian W. with the Robinson Cano base, and then John A. with the Zach Cozart jumbo jersey autograph. Sorry about that. Sometimes that happens. So we still have our Chris Davis base unaccounted for because he only has a base card in the product. He doesn't have a relic or autograph. And I didn't include players that just had base cards because it just seems ridiculous. So let's random this off. Give me just a second to set up the random. Not the biggest of randoms, but a needed random nonetheless, as odd as that sounds. Just because I like to send all the cards. All right, I've got a random set. We'll run it 5 times. Whoever's at the top will get the Chris Davis card. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And it goes to Dusty. Congrats on that. How about that? Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2018 Topps Triple Threads Baseball Random Player One Box Break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, we certainly appreciate you all supporting our breaks, supporting the website. Thanks to everybody that joined us live on the feed in the chat this evening. Hope everybody had a great time, had a great evening. I know I certainly did. And we'll be back on Friday, since next Saturday is the 4th. We'll be back on Friday and hope to see everybody then. I hope everybody stays safe and has a really great week ahead. And we'll see you on Friday. Thanks again, everybody. Wow, that was quite an evening of breaking there. Quite an evening of breaking. I thought we got some good stuff this evening. Had a good time. Hope everybody did too. It's a pretty long evening though. It was about 3.5 hours. Not too bad though. It was good though. I thought the blaster boxes were pretty nice. surprisingly, well, I shouldn't say surprisingly, but I like the clear cut product. It was nice to be able to open. Bowman Chrome is kind of Bowman Chrome, you get what you get there. I thought the Elements was nice with the Daniel Jones autograph, and then our Topps Chrome Sapphire box was nice. Had some stars, a couple color parallels along with the auto. All right. Thanks, David. I hope you catch your ton. Hope you have a good, enjoy the fishing trip and enjoy Cooperstown. I'm sure those will both be fantastic. But I thought it was a good evening. Thankful for everybody joining us in the chat. Had a nice, lively group. Hope everybody enjoyed themselves, and we will be back on Friday. We'll start at 7 since we're all working on Friday, so give everybody time to go home and eat and all that good stuff. Do what you need to do. So I didn't want to make it too early with people working on Friday, so we'll start at 7 and we'll go from there, see what happens. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves, and I'm going to log off here in a minute and eat a little late dinner, take a little walk, and then upload all of our individual videos. But thanks again for joining us, and hope y'all are safe and healthy in the week ahead, and we'll see you soon. Thanks again, y'all.